I have a swimming pool full of information for you, so without further ado, let's dive right in. Unlike many people that does their research, I generally go to my personal library, and since I have a wide variety of interests, I have quite the wide variety of a library. And much like when the sky calls to me, and I'm out there recording and I don't know exactly what I'm seeing, I go to my library to do some research before I resort to the internet. Much like what we have going on here today. And this is my remedies, my holistic remedies. I have a book here called Folk Medicine by D.C. Jarvis, M.D. This is an old book, 1958. It can still be found on the internet for purchase. I will also resort to other sources of information, such as a medical dictionary. Back to holistic remedies. I have the Green Pharmacy. This is by James A. Duke, PhD. This is another book that you can still find online and possibly for purchase, I do believe. I also have something else from the AMA, which is the, let's see if I can get this on here. Yeah, the American Medical Association Family Medical Guide. This is a nice nifty little book. Has all kinds of diagrams. Really good source of information. Also has treatments, so on and so forth. One more thing that I'd like to make note of as far as this book here. Notice the symbol. We have the staff with a single snake around it. Now many doctors' offices and hospitals, so on and so forth, they will also have the same symbol but two snakes. In my upcoming playlist that I am still compiling, there is a video that explains the symbolism behind all of that. Very interesting. I urge you to watch it. It's almost an hour long, I believe. Very good information. So let's get to this drink here. This is a remedy that I find very useful. It is very useful in a wide variety of medical and health issues. This is something that can actually cure alcoholism. It can actually promote better diabetic health, if not even possibly cure diabetes. I am not saying that this is a fact, but it is very beneficial overall. It's a great fat burner for weight loss. And the ingredients to make that is, and this is like apple cider, but it is not apple cider. And I would warn you that any apple products that you may buy, if they're severely processed, such as apple cider, there could be high levels of arsenic because of the processing that takes place. But basically, this is made with apple cider vinegar. Not only that, it's also made with honey. And to top it off, which you can see floating around, is ground sugar. Or ground cinnamon, sorry. I have a lot of ingredients on my table. I'm getting a little confused. I'm trying to rush through this. Okay, basically for this, and I will provide the recipe for this in a link. And basically all it is hot water, 2 teaspoons of vinegar, and please try that anything that you use, try to go organic. It is better overall. But 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar added into the hot water, 2 teaspoons of raw honey, and the better the honey that you can get, organic and raw, please use that. It is much more beneficial for you. And then of course ground cinnamon, just to flavor it up, but cinnamon is also very good for your health. Okay, here, and we are having issues with focusing. Come on. Why am I not focusing? Yeah, and speaking of which, try to do away with all this garbage. Go with some natural products here, alright? Do away with this. Just get rid of it. Okay, so you can't see this, but it does say 2 teaspoons of honey, 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. Yeah. Okay, as far as honey goes, I just want to read a list here of the advantages of honey over other sugars, in which I have a bag of sugar here, but I don't use it. That's for the hummingbirds. I would rather use the raw honey, and that includes in recipes needing ingredients for sugar. I try to stay away from any kind of granulated sugar or artificial sweeteners, especially artificial sweeteners. So basically, honey is non-irritating to the lining of the digestive tract. It is easily and rapidly assimilated. It quickly furnishes the demand for energy. It enables athletes and others to expend energy heavily to recuperate rapidly from exertion. It is, of all sugars, handled best by the kidneys. It has a natural and gentle laxative effect. It has a sedative value, quieting the body down. It is easily obtainable, and it is inexpensive. So you can see, if you've been paying attention to my past videos of my health issues, and when you have a very limited financing or financial source, cheap is good, but you still want to try to get the best ingredients that you can for overall health. This book, which is once again folk medicine, he has many great chapters in here, and one is about being overweight. And I love the phrase that he has here. You can reduce by the tape measure, but you cannot reduce by the scales. So people, if you're out there on a weight loss program, you're counting calories, you're stepping on the scales all the time, stop it. Just stop it. Use a tape measure, and you'll understand why when you understand that muscle weighs more than fat. Within the first 2 weeks of a weight loss regime, which you have to sweat, you have to find some way of sweating a lot, because all you're doing is reducing water weight. That's basically what you're doing for the first 2 weeks once you start an exercise regime. Now there's many sources on the internet and YouTube, a lot of YouTube videos about apple cider vinegar. So many uses for apple cider vinegar as far as your health regime that I won't get into it, but I will say that it helps heighten your metabolism. It really helps with the weight loss. Thereby, a drink like this, in which this is recommended to actually have before meals 3 times a day. So drink this before every meal, and not only will it help fill you up to where you're taking in less food, it's raising your metabolism, it's burning the fat right off of you. Something else that's very beneficial as far as weight loss, and this helps with dystonia that I'm going through, which the dystonia with nerve pain, this is very beneficial. This is hot sauce, and basically this is nothing more than red cayenne pepper, and of course there's vinegar that's in this. So this will also help increase your metabolism. I actually do shots of this, straight shots of hot sauce. I do straight shots of apple cider vinegar. This is usually my go-to, but this is actually very good for people that can't do straight shots of vinegar. Now within this book here, The Green Pharmacy, this is all holistic approaches for everything that you can think of. And as seen here, there's diagrams, and we have here red pepper, which I don't know if this is coming out, is blurry on my screen, but there you have it. Once again, as far as red pepper, which is also capsicum, that is the Latin term for it. it can raise your metabolic rate by as much as 25%. So can you imagine how much fat loss is incorporated when you raise your metabolism by that much? And then you raise your metabolism that much more through exercise. And if you're incorporating drinks such as this and other things and staying away from this garbage, you're doing wonderful. Now, I know I'm jumping all over the place, but once again, this is unscripted, off the cuff. Okay, red pepper. It is used for preventing heart disease, ulcers, arthritis, backaches, bunions, carpal tunnel syndrome, dry mouth, emphysema, fever. We keep going with headache, herpes virus even, indigestion, pain, psoriasis, Raynaud's disease, which I also have that. Look into the definitions of this stuff. Shingles, toothache, and finally, for weight control. And yes, I am in the index of this book, so bear with me. Okay, for cinnamon, once again, just plain old ground cinnamon. Try to go organic though. That's used for treating athlete's foot, body odor, diabetes, erection problems, fever, heartburn, nausea. Wonderful, wonderful ingredient that, can cure things, treat things that you just never dreamed of. It's great to research into this and find all the benefits from ordinary household ingredients. Now, unfortunately, in this book, The Green Pharmacy, as far as vinegar, there's steps on how to make vinegar, and for treating they only have but a few listed here, such as body odor, dandruff, and vaginitis. And of course, we all know when a woman smells like vinegar, well, it could be because of, okay, we'll leave it right there. One more item that is very good for weight loss, and that is ground turmeric or turmeric. However you want to pronounce it, that's your choice. If you sprinkle a little bit of this into whatever you're cooking on a daily basis, it might turn your food a little yellow, because when you do put this in different foods, what is almost orange looking here it will actually turn yellow. But I use this, I sprinkle it on a lot of stuff. I don't like the smell of it. Don't really like the taste of it all that well, but if your food is strong enough, you won't taste it. And just, a little goes a long way. So think of this as well, ground turmeric or turmeric. Once again, that's your choice how you want to pronounce it. Last but not least, well, almost last but not least, okay, something else. Try to use extra virgin olive oil. Stay away from corn oils and other oils. They're really not good for you. This is some of the best stuff that you can get right here. Make sure it's extra virgin olive oil. Once again, try to go organic with it. Stay away from garbage such as all vegetable shortening. That is best for making 120-hour emergency candles. And you can actually find a video related to emergency candles such as this. I've got some notes here. Sorry about that. You can find that in my playlist that's entitled Weapons, Self-Defense, Survival, etc. You can find out how to make these candles. Very easy, very affordable. They're great to have on hand. And once again, that's what I use this garbage for. I don't use it for eating. Something else. Stay away from margarine. Use butter. Reason why, and I'm only going to give you one reason. And you can look this up yourself. There is videos on YouTube regarding this. If you're using margarine, take note that ants will not eat margarine. Ants will eat butter. So, learn from that right there. So let's get into a little bit of fitness here. Okay, so if you don't have anything such as this, and you want to get into shape, well, let's do this. 1 gallon of water. You fill this up, You can use this for a variety of exercises. You can use it for bicep curls, tricep kickbacks, shoulder, shoulder, side lateral shoulder lifts, which is for your deltoids and trapezoids. Just a wide variety of exercises that you can use this for. Approximately 1 gallon equals 8 pounds. It's light, but if you're just out for fitness, getting toned up, there you go. Something else that I used to incorporate with my weightlifting and my bodybuilding would be simple calisthenic exercises right off of the counter, right off the countertop. And one of those is countertop push-ups. Very easy to do, especially if you're a woman and you're not strong enough to do regular floor push-ups. This is a cheating style push-up, and unlike your girly push-ups where you have your knees on the floor and you're pushing up from the floor with your knees down, which that's not really classified as doing much for you. You can do countertop push-ups. Basically what you want to do is take a couple of steps away from your counter. And I love having a double sink like this because I can actually incorporate where my hands are. And basically you want your hands just a little further apart than shoulder width. And this has a nice center line here, and what you want to do is just basically laying down, and you're going to lean right in and bring the countertop edge right to your chest, nipple or higher on your chest. If you can feel the stretching going across your pectoral muscles, then you know that you're doing it right. Keep your body straight as you're doing this. Bend from your ankles as you're keeping your body straight, and it'll be like this. You can also do leg exercises, basic squats. Now, if you don't have strong legs, you can reach here, and basically all you're doing is coming down, squatting down, and what you want to have a nice 90-degree angle to your with your knees bent, and back up again. Very easy to do. It's great for women that are new mothers. Same with these push-ups, the countertop push-ups. People that just want to, get toned up. These exercises are great. And of course incorporate sit-ups or crunches. Use anything in your household. If you're trapped inside because of one reason or another, whether it's because of a virus or because you're a mother and you're a stay-at-home mother or a stay-at-home dad and you don't have weight equipment, any household items, as long as there's resistance to it, you can use anything. Incorporate every movement of your life into an exercise. You will not believe the benefits behind it, and how strong you can get, how toned you can get, and the weight loss that will come about from doing all this. So with that all wrapped up in a nutshell, this is over 18 minutes long. I've been rambling on long enough. I'm anxious to get done with this video because I had some really good, exciting other videos for this month, for the month of Halloween. And I hope that you stick with me for that. Remember what we've got going on here. Remember that I do my research, okay? I'm not going to guide people wrong, giving them wrong information or anything like that. There's plenty of information on YouTube and the internet for all of this that I've gone over. Get healthy, stay healthy. So many benefits to everyday ordinary items in your home. You will not believe it. So, and it doesn't take much time. It doesn't take much time to get healthy. Ooh, made that a little stronger than I thought. So anyways, so on that note, I just want you to know that I will be compiling a playlist of my personal videos and other videos regarding a lot of this information that I've given today. The playlist will be AMA, which we already discussed what that was. It's going to be called AMA, Drugs, Holistic Medicines, and My Issues. And this will, like I said, and I should have put this also in the title, fitness and nutrition, but hey, you get what you get. And until then, I hope to see you on my next video, which will be completely different subject material. It will be more for the month of Halloween, as I stated. It will be a little bit more in depth into my history, a little bit of my family history, but it will be Halloween inspired material. So please stick with me, and you know, if you want to throw me a comment or two, I greatly appreciate it. So on that note, until next time, have a great one.